Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we talk all things reality TV or whatever. I'm your host, Pharaoh. I'm joined by our wonderful, wonderful co-host, Lee, and this is the second time we doing this. Lee, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Once again, like I said, this was a good episode. Queen Mother Naya quoted us last week and said, she was coming and she had arrived.
And she has arrived, I fear, period. So as you see, we're going to be talking about the Challenge All-Stars 3, episode 6. It doesn't feel like it's episode 6, does it? Feels
yeah.
Too,
It's almost over with.
Almost over. We're going to go ahead and hop right into it because this episode was a little bit...
Yeah, I feel like this was one of the, they went bloop, bloop, bloop. Like, they ran through it, like, real quickly.
Ran through it like a Tomb Raider. I'm running through y'all. So let's just hop right into the motherfucking episode. At the beginning of the episode, we see Sylvia coming back because Sylvia has the... What the fuck is it called? Boom.
The sabotage.
She has a sabotage. Shit.
Boom. What's that?
She has a sabotage. And so we see her joking with her masters and Janae. And basically, she was like, Janae, I'm gonna give you the sabotage. And Janae was like, girl, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give it to Kellyanne. Duh.
Whole time.
Oh, hindsight 2020. And Janae had a convention. She was like, I don't know why the girl playing around with me. She better stop before
she better stop playing in my face. So it's gonna be a
stop playing in my face. So she kiki and cuckoo. And Kellyanne is basically like Sylvia annoying. And then we get into how Kellyanne is like sick. And so she's on FaceTime with her boyfriend.
I think so. Fiance or something. Married.
FaceTime with her fiance boyfriend, and she's just discussing her health problems that she's been having throughout the time and how much.
Yeah, she's been having heavy metal poisoning for like years. It's just something else too. I didn't know Kellyanne was another poisoning. That.
And another poisoning.
That's crazy. Like, how do you even like end up going through that? And it's crazy because it's like she's going through all of that and still, beasting these challenges. Like, she's really out here working it, even going through all of that. It's insane.
So after that situation, we see MJ kind of explain why he needs the money too, and we see a scene of him explaining that. And that scene leads to Brad. And Brad is talking to some of the boys. And basically, he's just like, I mean, man, that MJ guy can go. I mean, MJ can definitely go. I don't like MJ. And
it's just been like, so one-track minded. It's been like, get out MJ, get out MJ. And it's like, is MJ really the worst of your problems? Because Jordan is still right here. Wes is not a slouch. Mark is not a slouch. Derek not a slouch. And you worried about MJ.
Meanwhile, MJ not worried about you.
MJ don't even know this man.
Anyways, we get to the top. We get a few,
Well, he probably know him, but still.
It don't matter. We get a few hood beats real quick because the challenge like to put in a good few.
It gets real urban.
Get us real urban. We get a little Aaliyah and shit, whatever they put on. And then we get to the challenge. So the challenge is called Stacked or whatever. You got to. It's like an eliminator type of game. As you go through the challenge, people get eliminated. So the first stage is you have to find out a code and unlock a set of paddles. The last two to do that are out, and then the rest move on. After that, you have to get your paddles and find a boat or something, and then you get on the water, and you get back. You get some puzzle pieces, you get back. Whoever gets their puzzle pieces first, it should be 3 people left. The last 3 people do the puzzle. The winner of the puzzle wins and becomes the authority.
Period. It's like they're having them doing a lot. I was confused, my damn self.
Doing a lot for Elmo.
I feel like that's the thing. If I ever got on the challenge, I would just be hoping it's not something where like if you're last, you're automatically in. Because stuff like this, there's no way I'm not going to be first out. Like, who got time for all this? Well, maybe because the thing is to get the number, you just gotta scrape a board, but the paddling and all that, I ain't got time for all that.
They sure don't. Doing a lot for no reason. They did all that, and Brad won. I'm like, okay, yay. Anyways,
literally.
So we get to the sabotage, and Sylvia is beating around the bush, doing her little. Well, Janae, you're hiding back there. I see you hiding. Janae's like, okay, and Sylvia's like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just sabotage Janae because I just feel like Kellyanne sucks at puzzles, so she's probably gonna lose this. So Sylvia sabotages Janae, and Janae is like, You're annoying.
Sylvia is such a weird ass bitch, and we're definitely gonna get into it later on. But Sylvia is just so weird. I just feel like she's someone that, like, first of all, she doesn't take, like, she's just like, when she's in public, she definitely does not have all that energy she has behind the scenes. Like, it's giving just very much like when she started, "You're gonna sabotage me," she's like, "Well, no," and then you're gonna do it. Like, that made me think, like, you've been thinking about sabotaging her this whole time. So when she asked, why did you just say yes?
Because she's weak. Anyways, so her weak ass sabotages John A. And then Mark obsessed ass, not Mark, that boy obsessed ass. No, he doesn't. Mark sabotages MJ. I just thought it was Brad because Brad's so obsessed. Anyways, Mark is like, "Hey, who wants to sabotage?" And MJ's like, "I'll take it." And MJ basically like, "My leg broke. I'm gonna lose anyways. So mine as well." But honestly, if I was MJ, I wouldn't have said that.
Yeah, I was like, y'all gotta stop being selfless. John, they did that last episode too. Calm down.
Calm down. Like, make them
allow your name to be said.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
Make them do something. Like, cause some drama. These people too fucking nice, and that's what I was saying this whole episode. Y'all too nice. Like, what is this? What is this? Like Friendship Village? Like, no, bitch. This is a challenge. Anyways, we get to the motherfucking challenge, and so the boys start. So all the boys have to run. They have to scrape the code. Once they get the code, they have to go get the paddle. So we do all the scraping, we do all the code, and we go get the paddle, and Mark and MJ are out. So by the time they get the paddles, Mark and MJ are already out, and Jordan, Nehemiah, Wes, Derek, and Brad are all on their paddles, and they paddling on the boat, on the paddle boat, to get their puzzle pieces. So they go get their puzzle pieces, they're all going, they're racing with woo. At the end of that, who's out? Nehemiah and Wes get out of that.
They have this weird scene where they're just bonding and telling how much they love each other. The challenge just all sounds just so weird.
These people, it's annoying because they all friends and kumbaya and woo. I don't want to see that. I want to see some arguing.
Not you want to see drama.
Yeah, I want to see some drama. Like, what y'all doing? Anyway, so it's Brad versus Derek versus Jordan. And I literally have written down Brad wins, and then parentheses I put I'm bored. Because y'all, I'm bored.
Yeah, pretty boring win.
So Brad wins. We know who he's gonna put in.
Yeah. It's inevitable.
It's inevitable. Moving along. We get to the girls. They do the same thing. Veronica and Sylvia get out. Sylvia, that's that karma, baby. That's that on a
palm.
I fair. Then we get to the next part. Kayla and I get out. Boom. So it's Kellyanne versus who the fuck is it? Kellyanne versus Ronnie versus Johnny. Johnny's a head bitch. Because mind you, Johnny had the sabotage, mind you. Johnny did all that with the sabotage, girl. Moving along. So Johnny's at the end, Ronnie's at the end, and Kellyanne's at the end. And so the treehouse is getting nervous. And by the treehouse, I mean Sylvia. Sylvia's like, oh, I really need Ronnie to win because I just gave Johnny the thing and Kellyanne don't like me. So that was
it's funny because throughout the challenge, like Veronica basically says, Ronnie, babe, it's time to win something, okay? Essentially, we're tired of keeping you safe. It's time to do something. And Ronnie is even like, yeah, I have to win for the treehouse because, like, I gotta start pulling my weight. And you know, that didn't happen. So we're here.
Ronnie,
and that's that Johnny palm. Yeah.
I'm here. So she continues to not pull her weight. I unfortunately see. And as that happens, Kellyanne is basically finna win the competition, and then boom, she drops her entire puzzle. And you know,
and I was like,
wow.
Mm-hmm. I was like, we already know she bad at puzzles. The win and dropped it. Mind you, literally, see me. I'm someone who I'm very impatient. So I started skipping. I was like, well, fuck it. I don't have to wait for it no more. She loses, and then,
oh my god, mind you, she won the whole time.
So I'm skipping forward thinking, oh, well, Kellyanne lose. And I skip forward and Kellyanne win. So I got to go back to see her, rebuild her puzzle after it falls down. And then she wins. And so Ronnie had all that time and still couldn't get it. No shade.
No shade. So Ronnie still loses and doesn't do anything for her alliance. Like the loser she is.
Oh
and Kellyanne wins regardless. And I've written down Sylvia's press because basically Sylvia, first of all, I thought it was dumb from the get-go for Sylvia to not give Kellyanne the sabotage and to give it to John A. Because I feel like Kellyanne's the biggest threat to the treehouse because Johnny had been voting with the treehouse the whole time. But we move.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Kellyanne's ended up winning, and here go Sylvia under her breath. Ooh, if I ever celebrate like that, just shoot me in the face.
Why?
And
And the
not
thing is, why is she such a weird, hating ass bitch? Like, she thinks she's that girl. She thinks, ooh, the girls are gonna like this. Like, no, you're annoying. Continue.
So Nia, mind you, Nia and Kellyanne been cool this whole time. So Nia hears Sylvia say that, and Nia's like, and then she has a confession. Nia's like, Sylvia weird. Anyways, and so we move along.
Fuck the treehouse. Per.
Fuck the treehouse. Sylvia weird. Period. So that's the narrative that Nia has. So we move along.
Mind you, Sylvia does not. Kellyanne has done nothing to these women. First of all, but the thing is, I'm not even gonna say to these women because they don't even bring it to this personal level that Sylvia is doing. Kayla has wanted Kellyanne and Kendall out for strategic game reasons. Sylvia is a weird ass bitch that got beef with her because she won a goddamn challenge.
Like, why are you mad?
One-sided beef at that. Because Kellyanne don't even know these hoes.
She don't even know, and she don't care about these hoes. She's
She
focused
does
on
not.
her. She's focused on herself and getting this money. Meanwhile, y'all walking around mad. Well, by y'all I mean Sylvia. That thing, it's really only Sylvia being weird.
Because
like,
Kayla was not pressed, but Veronica was not pressed. Ronnie was not pressed, and that's the gag because Kayla has been the main one pushing Kellyanne's name in every elimination, and who paid the price for it? Sylvia. I guess that's what happens when you're a puppet babe, a lap dog.
So the authority is Kellyanne and Brad. Brad is boring, but at least Kellyanne was on the bottom of her situation, so she's queening it out right now. That's my queen, period. Moving along. So now they have the last two sabotagers. So we know that these are going to be the last two sabotagers. There's not going to be no more sabotagers after this. So it's probably getting close to the end of the game, which is because, look at the people left. But the people in the game was like, oh, I guess it's getting close to the final. It's like,
no shit. It's like 6 people in this final. So
I don't know what you expecting. So after that, Kellyanne, Johnny, and Nia, the non-treehouse girlies, the queens of the game, have a conversation.
Finally, for once, they have someone, they have sole control of someone going in that's not going to be one of them. Because literally every single time, the treehouse has had 2 or more people in the goddamn authority. So this is the very first time someone outside of that power alliance has even been able to throw someone else in.
Yes. So that's when Nia discloses the information that Sylvia was being a weird girl. And basically, Kellyanne was like, guess I'm picking her. Anyways, so they basically decided Sylvia go in because she want to be weird to everybody. She was being weird to John A. She was being weird around Nia, and she was being weird to Kellyanne. It was just she was being weird.
And like I said, there's no reason to do that. Like, this is a game. Like, she takes it to this personal level. She has beef with these people on this personal one-sided level. Like, girl, sit down.
And this is when it get real. Sylvia goes to talk to Kellyanne. So they sit down, and basically Sylvia is playing in her face, talking about we can make a deal or we can do something. And I was like, okay, she's trying to stay. And Kellyanne was like, okay, so what's the deal? Like, there's only a few people here, so the deal is that I put in Kayla, not you, or what? Or I put in Veronica, not you, or what? I'm not putting in Nia. She was like, I don't know about that. And Kellyanne was like, okay,
then get out my face.
Like, so what do you want? Like, she basically didn't offer anything. Kellyanne's like, okay, basically Sylvia just came to talk to me about nothing. I'm confused.
Like, you thought she was gonna put in 2 people who she had no reason to put in.
And this is the weirdest Sylvia has been, because after the conversation, Sylvia has a confessional, and she's basically like, I hate Kellyanne. I can't believe she's so entitled. She just thinks she's
Mind you, she's in the authority.
She is the authority. We move along. So she has the authority talk. So that's Brad and Kellyanne. So Brad and Kellyanne talk, and basically they immediately established. Brad was like, "You picking the girls?" She was like, "I'm picking the girls. You're picking the guys." And he's like, "Okay, you can't be mad at who I pick." She's like, "I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
You picking the guys, and I'm gonna pick the girls." He was like, "All right, we should good." So we should good. So basically, we know who Brad don't like, and we know who Kellyanne don't.
Yeah,
so
very simple.
That easy. Moving on. They walk out. They go ahead and tell the girls. So they walk up. They're like, Sylvia, it's gonna be you. It's gonna be you, girl. Good luck. Then they go and tell MJ. Is it MJ? Yeah,
MJ. Mm-hmm.
MJ.
Is you.
And
And he
MJ
knew.
cool. MJ like, all right, bro. My thing is, and this was the MJ gonna fist bump him. Sir, get mad. I don't know. Like, aren't you tired? Like, Brad is damn near bullying him down on this show.
Them straight men do not care. They just be like
Get mad. And Sylvia's so damn weak. She was mad in the confessional. Okay, bitch. Like, get mad in real life. You should have been like, that's the thing. And look, I don't even like Sylvia, but if it was me, if Kellyanne came to me and I was Sylvia, I would be like, girl, fuck you, you dumbass bitch. Like, I would have like got a little rowdy because I don't like that hoe. Apparently, allegedly, see, you allegedly don't like her, but you said, okay, what?
Weak. I don't like her.
Anyways, we get to the arena, and here go, girl, another indication of weakery. Mind you, earlier in the season, early in the episode. Wait, was there something that happened early in the episode? That's a lie. No, early in the episode, Sylvia did have a confessional, basically saying, "Oh, I don't think Naya is good at these comps or anything, so I'm not gonna pick Naya." When she gave Janae the sabotage, she basically mentioned the fact that Naya not good at nothing and that Kellyanne not good at puzzles. So I'm giving.
She basically lied to herself
several times.
I'm really not sure why Sylvia thought that out of everyone here, she had the best chance against Naya. I mean, I know we haven't seen her much, but when we have seen her, she has pretty much dominated every competition she's been in. That was definitely misdirected, babe. I feel like her best shot would have been against Veronica, but I guess she didn't want to pick her loyal alliance and sent her ass home.
So apparently Sylvia didn't want to pick Caleb, Ronnie, or Veronica because they were in her thing. She couldn't pick Kellyanne, so her options are Janae and Naya. And she's scared of Janae because she just gave Janae a sabotage, and Janae still was kicking ass in that challenge. So basically, Sylvia was like, well, the only person who I just feel like I could beat and who's not one of my masters is Naya. So
literally the only person left because she was either scared of her master.
So she picks Naya. MJ picks Derek, and honestly, Derek was very surprised, and it did seem random, hindsight 2020. But honestly, when Derek was surprised and he had a confession to be surprised, my first initial thought was, why are you surprised? Because he can't pick Brad. He's not going to pick the two people who's not in the big majority alliance, and he don't know you. Like, well, I guess he do know you, but over Nehemiah and Mark.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It
just seemed like he didn't think about it. Like, I mean, if you're a boy and there's a boys elimination, Brad can't be picked. Wouldn't you, as Derek, think, I wonder who he's going to pick so I can be prepared? Like,
they don't, I don't think? Do they not think? I don't think so. I think a lot of the tenured players who are usually safe like this, most of them are shocked consistently when they get chosen because they don't usually get chosen. Like
they forgot it was a game.
Yeah, they use because most of them come here for a vacation. They don't get chosen. They get to the end and win, or get to the end and make some money. So if they have to go in, it's like, oh, you're interrupting my vacation. I'm supposed to just sit here.
No, I gotta play the game now. Okay, so the challenge is, I have written down, what the hell is this challenge? The challenge is, you have a stick in a maze. You take the stick out the maze and you hit the stick on the ball and the ball go in the hole. Y'all see how ABC that sounds? Y'all see how that sounds like a carnival game? Like, I don't know what that is. The game, but I guess it's the equalizer. And Wes does have a confession. He's basically like, ooh, I'm scared of these because anybody can win these. It ain't nothing that I can just go in and I know I'm going to win. Or, Jordan goes in and, of course, Jordan's going to win because these competitions have been more, I guess, equalized. But honestly, babe, just bring back Hall, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Just bring back Hall Wrestle. I don't know what to tell you. I'm bored. I am bored. So we get to the challenge, and honestly, there's no commentating on it. Naya just wins.
Yeah. As she should.
I don't know why that girl Sylvia thought, but she can keep on thinking at home with no money. Maybe if you play the game a little bit more individualistic and then just do everything that Kayla said, maybe other things would have came across better. Maybe if you had a better personality, you wouldn't have got sent in because you were randomly being weird to Kellyanne. There's a lot of improvements that Sylvia can have. She has a beautiful husband, though. Love that for her. Moving along. The boys go. Who wins? Derek. That's it.
Yeah. Pretty straightforward episode. Like I said, Nia came and did exactly what she needed to come and do. She ended that bitch Sylvia once and for all. Like I said, Sylvia, you are a weird ass bitch. Had no reason to be so pressed at Kellyanne the way you were. Kellyanne is not worried about you. My sister Kellyanne came here to pay her medical bills and get her shit together, and you're around here pressed down and mad over her winning. Like I said, it's weird because Kayla is the one who had the biggest beef with Kellyanne. Kayla is the one, and every single authority was like, Kellyanne gotta go. And who went home? Sylvia. Because you wanted to be a puppet, a lap dog, bitch. You thought you had a big ass bark where you got bit. Now look at you.
Home.
On the sidelines. Pookie.
Child. And with that being said, what? And with that being said, that's it, y'all. Go ahead and check out when we come cover the Challenge USA. We're gonna be covering the Challenge 38. And we're gonna be covering Big Brother Survivor, X on the Beach, Love Island, etc., 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 etc. So check us out. Follow us, subscribe. Woo, 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 woo. I'm tired. Going to sleep. Bye.
Bye.